I'm glad you guys stopped by Styrene Relics. Well, I've got a final on my buddy build with Phil Horton over at Horton's Hot Rod Shop. He did a Corvette that the two of us traded. I traded for this kit, and I gave him the Stingray, forget, Drag Ray. That's what it was, Drag Ray. And he finished his up a little while back, and I've got mine finished up now. So I built mine box stock right out of the box. I was going to do some plumbing and a little bit of wiring. In fact, I even drilled the head, the valve covers there for the heads and for the valve or for spark plugs. I'm sorry, but I changed my mind. Yeah, just there's a few things about this kit that I just don't like, and I didn't want to use my magnetos and stuff and on this kit. I guess what I should say, the engine front half is just floating. I could have made an engine mount up front, but I didn't want to deviate from the kit too much, so it's just box stock. There was a couple other little issues that I run into that I didn't care about, but all in all, it's a good kit. It really is, for the time frame that it came out. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Did do a lot of dechroming on this, on the engine. I left the chrome on the front axle net. The weight, I did paint it. I wanted to dull it down a little bit. I used a little bit of dull coat on the wheels. They were a little too bright for me. Let's see. This is the Astre instead of the Vega. I didn't know this, but apparently on the wagons, they shared the same tail light. So, because on the car, the Astra has horizontal tail lights, and but on the wagons, they both used the same tail light, which was the Vega tail light. Let's see what else I got going on. It was pretty easy and straightforward build, and it built up pretty good, I think. Nice detail to the engine. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can get a little closer to this or not. Oops! You guys don't want to see me. Okay. All right. So yeah, it's got a little bit of nice detail work to it. So the blower hat, I left chrome, so it's picking up the blue off from the tin work, and that's why it's got that blue tint to it. Another thing, it does not have any seat belts, which I was real disappointed in. I was kind of hoping it would have them. I had some in my hand when we were down at the show, and boy, dummy me, sat them down and I didn't pick them back up again. So it is what it is. Hang on to that stuff when you pick it up. All right. I had it propped up because it's such a pain to get it propped up. So let me set it back down. I had it setting real nice and low in the front. I don't know what happened. Now it's setting a little bit too high for me. I don't like it setting that high, but it's lower than it was from factory, the stock. I had to cut a lot of the tin work away, but for some reason now it's just a tick a little bit too high for my liking. On the box art, this trim work or the decal work here, went up into these rear windows. And when I did my work on the front end, because it's a two-piece, you got to glue this front nose piece on. Right about in here, there's a dip, and I kept filling it in with putty and working at it, and I couldn't get that dip out. Every time I put more putty in, I'd see sand marks, and it was just driving me insane. So best thing for me to do was just to hide it. So I put the decals on there. I'm good as long as none of you say anything about it. So yeah, and then I wet sanded the body after the paint work, and let me grab this. I painted this with this TS76 Tamiya, and boy howdy, guys, I don't know if you can see it or not, but that is a very small metal flake. I mean, boy, I gotta stop, don't want to look at me. That is a really small metal flake, and it's nice. I like it. It's more realistic for you know, this type of build. And because usually, you know, metal flake is going to be real large on silver, but this one is spot on. It turned out really nice. So TS76, that's the silver you want to use if you're going to paint anything silver, because it's the way to go with that, I think. I was going to put larger wheels in the back, tires, I mean, but my problem was twofold. It gets a little close up here in the front, and then I found out why it's cut out like this, because when you lift the body gets a lot closer to these tires, just the way it's tucked in. So, and then the other thing is, there's no way that you can put the wheelie bars on, because the way the body comes down so low, it actually hits the wheelie bars. Let me use a pointer instead of my big old fat fingers. This bumper part right here, it hits the wheelie bars really bad, and it's just not worth messing with. So I thought maybe I could notch it out. You know, they sometimes would notch this out right here underneath the parachutes, but I'm done with it. It's finished. A lot of those guys didn't run wheelie bars anyways in the early days. This would have been right at the tail end of them not running wheelie bars. So it would, it's a crapshoot there. So this is one of my last. Well, I've got just about all the beer cars that I want. I just got to get them built. I think I've got one more in the stash that I need to get decals for. But I was happy to get this. I want to say thanks to Phil over Horton's Hot Rod Shop for making the trade, for doing the buddy build, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I didn't get a chance to do too much on my updates on it, but I'm feeling a ton better now, and ready to get at it. So leave me a like and a subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this, because I've got a bunch more of these I got to get done. So that's all I got. You guys be careful. Have a good weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.